I think a lot of you think that punch is tsuki or zuki in Japanese. However, there is a slight meaning difference between these two words. Learn more in this video. Hi guys, I'm Yusuke, a karate coach in Japan, and thank you so much for checking out today's video. So, I have a list of 7 English karate words that has lost its meaning throughout the process of translation from Japanese to English. So, let's get started with the first one. First word, punch. It's called tsuki, right? Or zuki. If you add a word before tsuki, tsuki, the noun, turns into zuki. But we'll leave that to the side, that's not important for today's video. The meaning of tsuki and the English word of punch has a slightly different meaning. Tsuki, the original word, is a verb called tsuku. Tsuku means to poke something very hard. So if you jam your finger, then you say tsuki yubi, meaning yubi means finger, so you jammed your finger in place. Therefore, this poking concept is added on to the meaning of punch. When you just punch through something, that's not a karate tsuki. I think you recognize that karate tsukis are sharp and they're literally straight, going straight most of the times. You rarely see those hook-looking punches. Well, we do have kagizuki, but that's a rare case. Most of our punches are straight and they're fast and I guess pokey in a way. The second word is sidekick. How do you say sidekick in Japanese? There are 2 answers here, kekomi and keage. Let's start with kekomi. Ke means to kick, and komi means something is included or something when you push something in. So when you say kimochi o komete ganbaru, that means ki means your heart. Komi, like I said, means to include something. So that means that you're putting your heart into that action. Therefore, just visually understand that komi is something that you're doing this. You're applying pressure onto something. Therefore, a kekomi is a side thrust kick. You don't snap back so much, you push through rather. However, dake for keage is the same thing, means to kick, and age means to rise something up. So a keage is a kick that goes this way. So make sure that in side kicks there are 2 different meanings, kekomi and keage. Low block or lower block. How do you call that in Japanese? It's called gedan barai. But have you ever wondered, why is soto uke called soto uke, shuto uke, uchi uke? They all end with a uke. However, why is the low block gedan barai? Well, that's because barai has a different meaning from uke. Uke means to receive something or to block something, so it's applied in a lot of the defense techniques. However, harau, which is the original form of barai, means to sweep something. Therefore, when you do the gedan barai to a maigiri that's coming to you, you don't want to slam your wrist onto the kick because the kick is a lot stronger. You want to move to the side and sweep it away from your direction. So that you have to change the vector of the movement. So just keep in mind that barai has this sweeping meaning added onto it. It's not just a block. So far, did you guys know these differences? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, I provide private and group lessons online, so if you'd like to check that out, please check it out from this link up above. The first week for the group lesson is free, so why don't you give it a try? Let's continue with the video. Next word, karate practitioner. How do you say that in Japanese? I think a lot of you say it as karateka with a ka at the end. However, karateka is rarely used in the Japanese society. Let me tell you why. First, something ka stands for a specialist, and not just anybody that does that certain thing. When we say specialist, that is somebody that has either the authority, the skills, or the social status to be called like that. So if you just started karate, you've been doing it for 2 years, you're not really a karateka. Let's say you're like a member of the national team, or if you're a very known sensei within the organization, then they might call you as something ka, in this case, karateka. This is heavily related to the cultural aspect of the Japanese people. We're kind of on the shy side and we don't want to brag something out so much. Therefore, calling yourself the specialist kind of gets everybody to think that I don't really want to brag myself like that. Therefore, if you have an obvious authority, social status, or the skills, then they finally feel comfortable to say, I am a karateka. So just keep in mind that karate practitioner and karateka in our head, karateka is a lot higher than the karate practitioner. Front hand punch or a jab in karate. How do you guys call that in Japanese? It's called kizamizuki. So this kizamizuki and front hand punch, again, has a slightly different meaning. Kizami, the original meaning, is to chop something in small pieces. So when you say yasai o kizamu, that means you're cutting the vegetables into small pieces. Therefore, this jab punch is something that has to be fast and pull back, in a very fast manner. It's something that you can do, consecutively, 1, 2, fast like that. So just think about it that way. You don't want to punch through the kizamizuki. Kizamizuki is something that has to be fast. So I think that's one of the reasons why it's regarded as the fastest karate technique. Posture. How do you say that in Japanese? It's called kamae. That's the closest meaning that stands for posture. Posture in English means a position in which a person holds its balance. However, in Japanese, kamae is a more vague overall term. Within kamae, there is a concept of posture, the hand position, where your eyes are looking, what aura you're having, the balance between the front leg, back leg. So it's everything that has to do with your body. So you just standing in place is a kamae already. So when masters Japanese people say, your kamae is good, kamae ga ii ne, he's not really talking about just the posture itself or just the hand position itself. He's looking at you as an overall figure and saying that you have a good kamae. And last but not least, stepping punch. I think the Japanese word for this is oizuki. The one where you step with the back leg to the front and you apply the punch with the same side. However, again, this is a slight difference between these two words. Stepping punch, you can literally be stepping, right, and punching. However, oizuki, ou, the original word ou means to follow. So since you're taking the back leg to the front leg, you're taking a huge stroke. And this covers long distance compared to other attacks in karate as well. Therefore, when you want to follow somebody and apply an attack, this is when you do the oizuki. You don't want to do the oizuki as a counter because there's not enough distance. So just know the difference between stepping punch and oizuki. So what did you guys think about it? Were there anything you didn't know, or was this something you knew already? Please let me know in the comment section below. And if you aren't sure about any Japanese or English words in karate, let me know in the comment section below as well so I can answer them for you. Don't forget to take a look at these language-related videos as well. And why don't you check out my online group lesson where I have, these cultural aspects of karate too from here. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in the next video.